I never fit in. I always felt different. Maybe it was because I grew up as an orphan on Era, the lowest of the Sky Isles. Or maybe it was the strange birthmark on my palm, a swirling vortex of silver and black. It looked just like an eclipse.
High above Era, other islands floated among the clouds. There was Ignis, the island of fire, and Aqua, the island of water. Terra, the island of Earth, seemed closest to Era. But even Terra felt 1,000,000 miles away.
Then on my 14th birthday, a letter arrived. It was an invitation to Solace Academy, a school for eclipsers, those who could harness the power of eclipses. I had never told anyone about my strange abilities, the way I felt energy surge within me during every eclipse. But someone knew.
With a heart full of hope and a head full of questions, Yuki boarded an airship. He left behind everything he knew, rising towards the unknown and the academy hidden among the clouds. Solace Academy was like a castle in the clouds. Towers reached for the sky. Gardens bloomed with impossible flowers. Students from every sky isle walked the cobblestone paths. Yuki quickly learned that eclipsers were rare. They possessed unique abilities tied to the celestial dance of sun, moon, and stars. Some could control the weather. Others could heal with a touch. All trained to master their powers and protect the delicate balance of the sky isles. The academy was divided into 4 houses: Solar Flare, Lunar Glow, Astral Wind, and Shadow Veil. Each house specialized in a different aspect of celestial energy. Yuki was sorted into Shadow Veil, the house known for its mastery of shadows and illusions. It was the most mysterious and feared house at Solace Academy. Yuki's power was unlike anything the Academy had ever seen. His abilities only manifested during total eclipses, those rare moments when the sun, moon, and his heart seemed to align.
During these brief moments of celestial shadow, I could control the very fabric of darkness. I could manipulate shadows, solidify them into weapons, and even disappear completely into the inky blackness.
The power was exhilarating and terrifying. It felt ancient, primal, like something he wasn't meant to control. Yuki knew he had to keep his abilities a secret. The other students already whispered about the Eclipse anomaly, a prophesied eclipser with the potential to either save or destroy the Sky Isles. Yuki feared he might be that anomaly. Aria Nocturne was a mystery even among the students of Shadow Veil. With her long black hair, piercing blue eyes, and a silver locket that never left her neck, she possessed an aura of both beauty and danger. Aria had a unique gift. She could see the threads of fate, glimpses of a person's death woven into their aura. This ability, granted by the spirit residing within her locket, made her an outcast. People feared her visions, the way she saw shadows lurking around every corner.
But Yuki felt drawn to me. He sensed a kindred spirit, someone else who carried a heavy burden. He was the only one who dared confide in me about his eclipse powers. I listened without judgment. I saw the struggle within him, the battle between light and darkness that raged in his heart.
# Section 5, Kai Sora, the Dragon's Fury.
Kai Sora was everything Yuki wasn't: confident, popular, and incredibly powerful. He was a prodigy of the Solar Flare House, able to conjure and control fire with terrifying precision.
He also had a chip on his shoulder the size of a small moon. Kai blamed Shadow Veil for a tragic accident that had scarred him years ago.
He believed they were responsible for the fire that had claimed his family and left him with a mechanical arm, a constant reminder of his loss.
This arm, powered by a mysterious energy source, could transform into a fearsome dragon's head, capable of unleashing blasts of concentrated fire.
He saw Yuki as a rival, another obstacle in his quest for vengeance. Their rivalry was fierce, a constant clash of fire and shadow that threatened to consume them both.
Professor Zine was an enigma. He was the oldest teacher at Solace Academy, his face etched with wisdom and worry. He taught ancient history, but his lessons seemed to hold hidden meanings, cryptic warnings about forgotten powers and ancient prophecies.
Yuki, you must understand the delicate balance of light and darkness within every living being.
Professor Zine took a special interest in Yuki. He saw the boy's potential, but also the darkness that threatened to consume him. He spoke in riddles, offering cryptic advice about the nature of eclipses and the delicate balance of light and darkness within every living being.
The nature of eclipses is not just a celestial event, Yuki. It's a reflection of the balance within us all.
Yuki suspected that Professor Zine knew more than he let on. There was a sadness in his eyes, a weight of knowledge that seemed to burden his very soul. It was almost as if he knew Yuki's destiny, a destiny the young Eclipser was only beginning to glimpse. Whispered among the oldest teachers and hidden within the Academy's most guarded scrolls was the prophecy of the eclipsed heart. It spoke of an Eclipser born under a total eclipse, a being of immense power who would either restore balance to the Sky Isles or plunge them into eternal darkness.
I never asked for this power. I never wanted to be the center of a celestial struggle.
The prophecy was vague, open to interpretation, but its implications were clear. Yuki's powers were not merely unique, they were dangerous. He was a walking paradox, a being of light and shadow, capable of unimaginable destruction or unparalleled creation. The prophecy weighed heavily on Yuki. All he desired was to control his abilities, to find his place among the other Eclipsers. But fate, it seemed, had other plans.
I just want to control my abilities, to find my place, but it seems fate has other plans.
The Sky Isles were not as peaceful as they seemed. Danger lurked in the shadows, waiting to exploit any weakness. Ancient secrets stirred, threatening to shatter the delicate peace that held the floating islands aloft.
I have to master my abilities, not just to protect myself, but to safeguard the Sky Isles and everyone I care about.
Relic hunters, driven by greed and whispers of forgotten artifacts, descended upon the Sky Isles, seeking to plunder their treasures. Rebel Eclipsers, disillusioned with the Academy and hungry for power, plotted in the shadows, seeking to overturn the established order. And from the darkest corners of the skies, celestial beasts, creatures of pure shadow and malice, emerged, drawn to the growing power of the eclipsed heart. Yuki found himself caught in the crossfire. He was hunted for his power, targeted by forces beyond his comprehension.
I'm hunted for my power, targeted by forces beyond my comprehension.
As tensions escalated and the lines between friend and foe blurred, Yuki faced an impossible choice. Would he embrace the prophecy, fulfilling the destiny laid out for him, even if it meant becoming a weapon? Or would he forge his own path, defying fate and risking everything to break the cycle of destruction that had plagued the Sky Isles for centuries?
The weight of the world, or at least the Sky Isles, rests on my shoulders. My decision will determine the fate of the floating islands and the lives of everyone I hold dear.
The eclipse within him pulsed, a constant reminder of the power he possessed, the power to either save or destroy. Yuki had to choose, and his choice would echo through the ages.
I have to choose, and my choice will echo through the ages.